Hezbollah retaliates to a pager explosion. But why this retaliation has taken place and what is this pager explosion all about? Today at UPSC Warriors, we are going to decode this entire situation as such. So recently, what has happened is that the Hezbollah has claimed a drone attack on Israeli city of Tiberias. And this particular step was taken up by them just after a few hours, wherein there was a pager explosion that took lives of many. There were close to 12 people who are reported dead and 2,800 people who are injured. It has also been reported that the kids of the MPs are also injured in this entire process and also killed, wherein the civilians are injured whilst this particular detonation took place. This particular attack of the pager that we're talking about, the detonation took place in the city of Lebanon and Syria. And it resulted in, as I said, a killing of 12 people, including the children. The Israeli army said that, whilst this retaliation we are talking about, that they intercepted drones entering into their territory. However, those drones couldn't cause much of the casualty, but still, this particular thing, this particular event has been of interest to them. Reason being that this was a retaliation. This was done in response to the pager explosion that has recently took place. We'll discuss about that as well, since the pager explosion is something that has caused casualty at a level that is beyond discussion. The casualties are so severe, they are so cruel that showing them on YouTube is something that cannot be done. There are videos that are floating, there are casualties that are being reported which are so severe, so bad that they cannot even be seen even on the phones. Think of the times that those people suffered those injuries, wherein there were some people who were innocent, they did nothing. And hence, we, the team of UPSC Warriors, feel that this is high time that we discuss topics as such, just so the humanitarian perspective is covered. Doing attacks as such is beyond the level of humanity. Direct attacks is something that the United Nations doesn't promote. It goes like that this is something that should not be done. But what in particular is being done is something which is even more worse. There are indirect routes that are being taken up, and then it is causing casualty to the people who do not even deserve it. It is causing destruction to the families who do not even deserve it at the same time. This particular thing must be looked after, and we feel that even the international courts must have a say in this particular thing. People should not stay silent even if they are not part of this. Everyone must have a say, and we feel that standing up with them is something that can be done at the moment. While we discuss all of it, let me quickly give you a glance as to the things that you should know related to this particular event that has taken place. This was a tragic casualty, and the idea of this particular casualty as reported is that people of Lebanon and Syria, they comprehensively use the pagers. Since there is an issue of tower, therefore, the pagers are the devices that are used for communication. Pagers are small mobile devices which are cheap and are used to send voice and text messages. They are found with every single person who lives in that country due to, as I said, there is some sort of network issue, and these kind of work well. These devices are mobile in nature and they are majorly kept tucked to the buckle or at the back pocket. While this entire attack was planned, The idea was to cause injuries at a very severe level. Before this particular attack could gain its momentum, the pagers used to ring themselves. The pagers ring to the extent that the person had to pull the pager out to see what the text message or voice message all about. And this particular thing was planned in a way just so that these attack cause a very huge destruction to the person whosoever is using the pager. Because understand, if you pull out your phone from your back pocket or say from the area wherever it is kept, and then you see it, and if it blasts, it tends to impact your eyes, your face directly. Similarly, if it is kept in your back pocket as such, it is going to cause severe injuries at that part. And this was the very ideation of the planning and plotting of this particular attack. And hence, it is on human grounds that we need to rethink what the people are doing in terms of attacking each other. Hezbollah, soon after the attack, said that it is going to retaliate, and that's what it did. You will be very shocked to know that there have been claims, there have been things that are going in the news that are been the talk of the town, that people might have tampered the pagers on the manufacturing level. And that's the kind of issue that we are here to mention, as to if there is no security on even the usage of resources, then the people of the country, how they can claim that they are safe. If we talk about this particular thing more, then let's understand why all of this particular thing, or this attack as such in the very first place took place. So as we see this map, then here's Jordan, here's Lebanon, and here is Syria. So this area of Golan Heights, if we consider, is that particular area from where a lot of attacks takes place. Here we have Lebanon, south to which all the attacks are directly directed to Israel. And that is why this particular attack was planned as such, so that a sort of retaliation is seen. If we see this, if we see Israel, then we see there is Gaza Strip here, of which the ongoing tussle is already going on. Gaza is again something that is, being under stress with Israel. They are having their thing already. From where, I mean, another thing has started. From Syria also, attacks are taking place. And that's when it becomes a cause of concern that a single place is facing all of it. And then also, it is just not stopping, it is finding ways and means to retaliate, to take revenge, and there is nothing stopping none. Hence, this topic becomes very, very important, because not even on humanitarian grounds, but also, I mean, the global peace is at stake. And yet there is no intervention as such at a level where both the countries can be seated and be talked about. If we see about the case, then as I told, that there is mass detonation that is taking place, other than which there are hardware supply chain attack that is being assumed that at this level it was the hardware supply chain attack which has primarily impacted the planning, plotting, and implementation execution of the attack that took place in Lebanon. People have assumed, people are, carrying out their own theories as to what could have essentially been wrong. There are things such as there could have been a heat blast that has occurred due to the lithium ion battery, because it was reported that the pagers contain this. It was also reported that it could be a manufacturing level tampering that has taken place. And it is also reported all at the same time while we talk of this that there could also be a software attack wherein the code is being tampered of the pager device as such, wherein there was certain code that was being sent to the pager which made the pager ring and executed the attack in itself. And that's what the cause of concern here is, because this particular attack is linked with so many things at all at the same time. Hezbollah retaliated, we get it. It did give an answer back. But if we talk about this particular attack, then why was it done at a very first place? Demanding things, snatching things, fighting, raging a war, all are different aspects. But killing, attacking civilians, people who are innocent, victimizing people, and being so brutal, it is another thing that we need to speak about. And that's why this particular topic is something that we have brought up. If we talk about the exam relevance of this particular topic, then this is something that we as citizens must know. We have brought you this news not just because this particular topic is exam relevant or we must know about whatever the ongoing tussle is in between countries, how it can be avoided, what could be the way forward, or things related. But it is something that you, as a citizen, you as an individual, should know and have a point of view about. We we are closing this session at loose ends just so you can identify in itself that what is going on. You as future aspirants, you as future officers can look up to things and identify what essentially can be done in this regard. Because as bureaucrats, as diplomats, you should have a say in it. And we, the team of UPSC warriors, have got this particular topic just so we can have a point of view from your end. We intend to spread the idea of humanity as such because we feel that diplomatic relations, international relations, all have and all must have the foundation of humanity at the very first level, because that is something that keeps the people alive, that keeps the humanity in us alive, and that would essentially and eventually will keep the peace intact. This is why we have got this topic wherein we felt that the current affairs could essentially be linked to a lot of things, be it your international relation, be it your ethics, be it your how you should respond to events as such. Because we are living in a globalized country and we should have a stance to topics, to events that impact the entire globe, that impact the entire world as such. Let us know in the comment section what do you feel about it. Please do express yourself as healthily as you can. And do subscribe to our channel if you feel that we must talk about issues that are pressing for the world and for the country. If you like this initiative of ours, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe to UPSC Warriors by An Academy. Till that time, this is me, Nandini, signing off. Thank you so much.